Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Airport CEO. I would like to welcome you to the improved and ever than before airport Prague Letnany. I have made so many changes in the past 2 days that I would like to tell you about right now. But first of all, I have something to admit, and please don't laugh. You know, this is a tutorial series for all of us, and especially me. You know how there were these little, markings on, the ground? That's because a road is part of the small stand. And I just didn't realize it until I read a comment from one of my subscribers. I had no idea what he meant, but it led me to the investigation of how this looks, and then I realized. So I also did a bit of rebuilding to cover up the fact that I am such a dumb bastard. And I guess it looks good, doesn't it? Well, anyway, it's morning of day 8. The airport will be opening soon. As you can see, we have some open stands still. The contractors are, by the way, just leaving the premises because they've been working on here for the past 2 days. And while we will have the beautiful aircraft come and go, I will walk you around the changes that I have done. So, first of all, the runway. You guys already know that I upgraded it, but we also have the PAPI lights now here and here. I guess they're purely cosmetic right now because it doesn't tell me anything about them, so I guess they're purely cosmetic. But we have them there. We have them one here and one here for the potential aircraft that will be coming. Now, while I was upgrading the runway, it seemed silly to have grass taxiways, so I have made the centers of them, not the entire one. It looks kind of cool when there's summer, but we're having fall right now. So I have put the inner part into asphalt, and here they are moving and looking nice. Now, as I had that ready, I moved the taxiway nodes closer to the runway to get a nice runway ahead sign. I kind of think that it might be, turned upside down, I think. Because it just... Okay, now it's turned. So maybe if I do everything in, okay, now it turns. Good, good, good. So let's fix that together. I don't know why it was upside down. It was really weird. I thought that's how it's supposed to be, but obviously it was just a thingy. Why are you here? Nope, you're not supposed to be here. So we have the holding places in place. Wow, that's just great English right there, Alpha. And our aircraft are already moving to the runway. Wow, there they go. We have a busy schedule really recently. Yeah, look at that. All of them leaving at the same time. So goodbye, folks. Goodbye. I've selectively lowered the cost for departure because we pay like 52 bucks for a single departure now. So 350 should be enough. And it might attract some more landings to us. We're having quite a nice amount of aircraft rolling there. Now you will notice that only this inner part is made concrete or asphalt. I'm not entirely sure which that is. I always mess them up. Hold on, where's the taxiway? So it's concrete. Okay, so only this one is made concrete. That's because I don't really plan to have this upgraded because these are just small stands, I even there's an upgrade possibility, and if you upgrade something, you get a downgrade possibility. So I downgraded these two back to just the field version or grass version because they just cost so much less. But this is the basis for a terminal that we will build here. And there will be a continuation of this little taxiway that will lead to the terminal where we will have a nice tarmac field with the medium stand. Originally just one, but eventually even more. So I'm thinking that it's starting to look more and more like an airport, and that really makes me happy. Do we have any? Yeah, we have a arrival coming here. Nice. I like that sound when they land. That's so nice. And we might eventually even expand on this and have a couple more stands here if need comes to be. Now I'm thinking that I should put something in here, but it's unfortunate it was so badly put that if I put in trees, they would be asymmetrical, and I'm really, you know, the aircraft can't really damage themselves. I saw a bug where an aircraft landed on another one and it didn't do anything, so I guess there really isn't any way how you can destroy an aircraft at this point. But still, I don't, you know, want to build trees in the middle of my airport. I also had a bug where truck gets stuck, but all these bugs are fixed by simply reloading the game, saving it and loading. That fixed pretty much everything for us, so that's fine. Now, as you can see, there is still room for improvement everywhere, and I'm working on that. But the thing is that the money are starting to be a bit of an issue. While I was in the middle of reworking all of this, I dropped all the way down to 40,000. So now we're doing sort of good, and I'm hoping that we will turn in a nice profit. I don't really know how much. Let's look at the daily one. Yeah, we're still turning in a new profit every day. That's a weird sentence. I wanted to say that a nice profit, but yeah, it's a new profit too. And I'm hoping that it's going to be pretty good today as well. Man, it's really getting winter-like. I like that. The season and graphic is just beautiful. I'm really looking forward to some snow. We're having windy at minus 16. I don't know why the game thinks that we're a country where you have minus 6 during the day in summer. That's so weird. But okay, you know, I'm just not gonna get myself bugged by that. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm hoping to turn in a nice profit, because when I calculate the cost of the new terminal, I'm kind of shocked really at how much it will cost. Because when we look at purely the infrastructure, we need a concrete medium stand that's 150,000. We'll need to build a taxiway. Let's just ignore that cost for now. But then we need to go to the procurement, and we need a couple of new things too. We'll definitely need, I don't know if we need the travel document scanner, but we'll need the baggage handling services. That's another 250,000. So now that you're almost at 500,000, and with the jet fuel service, you are at 500,000. So it will cost us at least 500,000 just to set up the ground rule. And that's without the actual building of the check-in desks, of the info desks, of the security checkpoints, of the boarding desk, security exits, airport screens, all the sofas and gate seats, and you know, so at this point we really need to turn in a nice profit and turn in a couple of good days so that we can say, hey, like, we're doing good, we can expand on that and just be nice. The good news is that we are very profitable. I'm not gonna count that today, but I think that tomorrow at the break of the day, at the twilight, so at midnight, I'm gonna check the funds and then check it again after an entire day to see how much we are making. And I will use that as a basis for a calculation if we are able to take a loan. We would need something like that, but you know, an hourly cost of 2,500 is way more than we can afford right now. So I would need to be absolutely sure that we will actually make it and it won't ruin us. Because in the words of a classic, this day is ruined. Oh, you're refueling him. That's so nice. Kingdom all of you. Always going to Lakenheath, United Kingdom. I'm still having kind of bad luck with the refueling service. We're not really having that many requests, so it's kind of bad. But I enjoy having a good, cheap airport where people can come and, you know, enjoy it. One thing that I should also note is, if you remember that I said there was no electricity cost, I was severely misguiding you. Now, you can see that we have built a fence around our airport to keep the bad guys away. Yep, each segment of this fence, so this little part here, has a cost per day. Where is it? Here. So to build a fence, you pay 10 per the construction, and you pay another 1 per day as an operating cost. So each one of these segments, each tiny little segment, costs me 1 extra buck per day. Despite this, I decided to build a fence because I just want to, you know, I want this to feel real. So we finished the fence, and we've put in some of these, what are they called? I forgot the name. Man, my English today is just light pole. Okay, so these cost 2 per day. So I'm kind of feeling like we should be economic, because just this little segment here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this costs us 32 bucks per day. But I'm not gonna give, you know, I'm just gonna continue. We're gonna enjoy this. The bad part is that pretty much everything I found out has a little cost attached to it. Like, where are the sidewalks? Well, the sidewalks are, you know, cheap, but the service roads aren't. The grass ones cost 10 per day, asphalt costs 10 per day, so it's kind of confusing, you know. You have to really think about it, but we'll have to make a pavement here to let our people pass from this area, and I'll probably put in more parking spots and some more bus stations here to have people access to the terminal. It's going to be kind of interesting to do that. But again, we'll have to wait for it, because we're not earning enough money, I feel. That's kind of depressing. Now, how does our... Yeah, look at that. Arrivals and departures. Everything looks pretty good. This is money. Money, money, money. Flight numbers. The runway is just... I feel that it's working overtime, because there's all the time someone coming and departing. Yeah, look at that. I like this. When there's an aircraft that is delayed, it's just stuck in the air there waiting for its possible landing. It's just so fun. And I'm happy that I put the taxiway here, because it works perfectly. When an aircraft lands here, it goes directly to this area, then it stops and it moves away immediately. So that helps with our operations really fast, you know, really a lot, and makes everything much faster. Man, I shouldn't really be recording right now. I feel like I'm saying so many mistakes. I apologize, everyone, if this offends your ears. But our runway is doing pretty good. I could guess there isn't any possible upgrade. I wonder if there's something like automatic repair system, de-icing handling system. I wonder if that is already implemented. I saw that people could request de-icing. I can see it here. Hold on. Baggage loading, boarding, refueling, maintenance, de-icing. Yeah, de-icing not requested, but I don't see any de-icing equipment or anything. It's pretty weird, really. Nothing here is just a vehicle depot. I think we'll unlock that over time. But yeah, this is looking really sweet. I like that. I like how all the aircraft are coming. By the way, I also answered my question whether or not there are more aircraft that you can get. So this is probably the list of all the aircraft that are currently in the game. So there's an ATR 72, Canada Regional Jet 700, there's a Cessna 208, Cessna 182, there's a Dash 6, you have the British Aerospace 146, also known as Avro, which is its sister aircraft. Then there's the Boeing 737-800 too. So this seems like all the aircraft in there. We can't really spawn any airline. I don't think we have any contractor available. But I'm happy to say that we will be able to get those aircraft. And at the rate the developers have been working on the game, I'm pretty sure we will get a lot of updates soon. Now, I already know about some things that I would desire in the game, but I'm far from criticizing or looking into that. I'll voice my desire to have a hub contract or whatever you want to call it, because that one would be awesome. But yeah, not really for now, but maybe it's there, you know. What do I know? I have just started the game up and I'm learning through it, just watching the airplanes go there and back. Oh man, this is looking so good. This is looking so good. The only weird thing it seems is that all the lights are so dim. That would be, you know, I have spent so many nights on the airport and the lights on the runway are so bright. They are so bright. I don't think there's any settings we could like change or anything. Graphical settings. Yeah, it's not there yet. Metric system and 24-hour clock. Yeah, that's just all. There isn't a way. So maybe in the future there will be an ability to make this brighter, because it would certainly deserve it. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna let it run for a day and a half more, and when I know what our profit is, I'll get back to you folks with an update, and we might actually start planning the terminal, because when, if not now, I don't think the loans will get any better. Now we have the same ones, and like a small interest, and it would be so great. But this would be, you know, I don't think we can even accept that, because I don't think we would be able to think of the cost. I have no idea how expensive things will be. So unless we like miss one with the last thing, we will have to do this gradually from point A till the actual finishing point, just using the money that we have. So I guess step one would be probably to unlock the conveyor belt, because that seems like an investment that we can waste right off the bat, and that will not cost us anything over time. Because the other ones, if we for example build a medium stand, it has an operation cost of 200. The walls have operation cost, the desks have operation cost. So once we start messing with that, we will drag our profit down exponentially. But the conveyor belt, that one comes without the maintenance cost.